everyone. Welcome to Ripples. So great to see everyone. Hello, Juliana. Juliana did an interview with me a couple of months ago and made a podcast out of it. And so if you're interested, I think she has it hoisted on her site, Juliana Hazelwood, who's there. I can't bear to listen to these things myself, so I'm not sure whether I can recommend it, but Juliana is very charming at the other end of the microphone. So, all right, I had take two. Sorry about that. Thank you. Oh, we get to see you, Nicole. It's great. I always get excited when people who have their cameras off turn them on. It's great. It's like a curtain is pulled back. What I was just saying to myself was that Juliana Hazelwood, who you'll see on the screen there, recently made a podcast with me and posted it on her site. And so I can't bear to listen to these things myself, but if there's anything of interest there, it was hi Juliana. She asked me wonderful questions and we had a lovely time together. So I also had a really lovely email from Pamela. I feel that as we go, we're building a stronger and stronger community. It feels really great. And when I read this email from Pamela, I thought, wow, we've used poetry for inspiration for Ripples, but we haven't used art. And it seems strange that we could be like 215 Ripples in and not having used art yet. So, anyway, it's Theo, do you know Hilma at Klimt? Hilma at Klimt? Oh, can't hear you. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So anyway, this is about that artist. And Pamela writes, "Hi Anne, this is not necessarily for Ripples, but I'm sharing this for the sheer joy and optimism they convey. These paintings remind me of you and the ripples that you put into the pond of humanity." Well, it's not me, it's all of us together, right? The artist Hilma af Klint. See, I always get her last name mixed up with Klimt, but it's Klint. Hilma af Klint was painting these abstractions in 1907. There was a show of hers at the Guggenheim last year. You may have seen it. I'm struck by the power of her translation of messages from the universe, the incredible optimism in the colors, shapes, movement, and size of canvases. She painted these before the 2 world wars and all the strife that was coming in the 20th and 21st centuries, and she delayed the exhibition of these paintings until 20 years after her death. The body of work has astonishing scope and hope feels undeniable. So I did actually go to that exhibition at the Guggenheim last year, and we spent a long time there because we were utterly captivated. And I very, very rarely buy the book that belongs to the exhibition, but I did buy the book. And in these canvases, this is what Pamela's talking about. So this canvas, it was about 8 feet by 10 feet. It was absolutely huge. And when you think that this woman was painting these in the 1900s, like 1907 to, they're just amazing. Yeah, these were both painted in 1907. This is a whole series painted in like wildly optimistic. And so I thought, oh, what a fantastic idea, and how would we translate this beautiful art into points? And do you know that artist, Theo? Do you know that artist? Well, for some reason we can't. Oh, it's because my sound is off. Say it again, Theo. Sorry.
Yes, I have heard of her.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, you probably said that 3 or 4 times. Sorry, everyone else probably heard it except for me. So, Theo's father, of course, was the very famous artist William Copley, which is why I'm consulting with her. So, moving right along, how do we translate this marvelously optimistic art into acupuncture points? And the points that came to mind were Kidney 8, the Gateway of Trust, and Kidney 11, the Warehouse of Destiny. So the Warehouse of Destiny, Kidney 11, is really the source of creativity, it's where the Jing articulates from the store, from the kidneys into the channel, both Chong and Yin Chao Mai, and it expresses in a way that moves up the kidney channel and into the heart, and then enables this communication of heart and kidneys so that the destiny can play out. And of course, if you think about it in the context of Yin Chao Mai, what's behind that drive, that release from Kidney 11 that's producing all this creativity in the external world, Kidney 2, the blazing valley, which raises enthusiasm for it. But really, that when you talk about optimism, it really translates, there's no point for optimism, but there's a point for trust. So optimism has this feeling of like, going forward, it's going to be okay. But trust is different. It has a feeling of just knowing that regardless of anything that happens, everything will be okay. So trust and optimism are just slightly different, but the way I'm thinking about acupuncture, I don't think they're talking about optimism. They're just talking about knowing that everything is okay at all times. That would be Kidney 8. Now you see why I have my volume off. These would be the 2 points of translating Clint's artwork into acupuncture. I think this would create a ripple of knowing that inherent, or trusting and knowing, really they're almost interchangeable, but knowing and trusting that what we create, what's inherent in us, is creativity, and what we create from that is perfect and unifies with everything else in all the universe to create a whole. So I think, thank you so much, and do send emails, because it's actually fun to try to translate things into acupuncture. Really, it's a wonderful project, and if you have any ideas you want to send, that would be great. So is the ripple clear? The ripple clear. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Thanks, Pamela.